Hi. So we tried to do a live video and it didn't work because we have the world's worst internet.
Yeah, the internet gods did not want to cooperate with us.
They must
today.
know that we're not live.
Yeah, worthy.
Right? But we do want to do a live video, so we may need to hijack someone else's internet. So if you want to invite us to your house.
Yeah, host us for a couple hours,
right.
so we can do a video.
We'll give you free oils,
and we'll interview you. You can be on the podcast itself.
So maybe one day we'll get to do a live video,
yes.
But right now it's not in the cards.
We'll figure it out.
So we want to thank you to you guys for watching. And if you watched last week's podcast on PTSD and the struggles that we went through, it was a little bit of emotional roller coaster. So we thought we would follow it up with emotions and essential oils and share the protocols that we use currently now to help support mood. And I guess looking back, when you were suffering with that and all the issues that I was going with, things would have been a lot different for us if we would have had essential oils.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even know about essential oils.
No.
I mean, yeah, nobody really at that time even educated about essential oils, so we had no clue about that kind of stuff, and things I think would have been a lot different if we were able to get supported. Because neither of us wanted to get on prescription drugs and things like that. So yeah, I think if we knew that there was support out there without being prescribed something.
So that's one of the reasons why we felt drawn to do this video, was to help anyone currently now suffering with any needing support with emotions, and just offering what we've found has worked for us, and hopefully you can find some value in some of the education.
Yeah, and we've worked with quite a few people too on emotions or emotional health, and we've been able to help countless people with utilizing essential oils for their emotional health. Right.
So briefly, I want to touch on what aromatherapy is. So a lot of times people think aromatherapy just smells nice. So it's going to make your house smell nice. It's a nice natural perfume that you can wear. People don't realize the powerful effects that aromas have with your body. So I have some notes here just to make sure that I don't miss anything. So your sense of smell is a direct connection to the brain. So it's going to work with the limbic system. That's where all of your emotions are basically housed in your brain. So when you smell, when aromas stimulate the smell receptors in the nose, that sends messages to the body, which then helps your body release hormones, okay?
And your sense of smell is actually your strongest sense that you have.
Definitely. So I am not a doctor. No. And we are not medically trained. So we're briefly just going to touch on, I just want to touch on 3 hormones that I find that are pretty beneficial. So serotonin is one of the hormones that helps you prevent depression. Your body will release serotonin when it's exposed to the sun and exercise and, oddly enough, carbs. So that's why people have a very strong connection and addiction to carbs.
They love their bread.
Love bread and pasta. The next one.
Well, it's kind of funny because, when you think of comfort food, you think of bread, macaroni, and cheese.
You don't think of lettuce and celery.
No, you don't.
No.
So hence comfort food, right?
So the next one is endorphins. These are hormones that make you, reduces pain and anxiety, and it helps regulate stress and mood, and it's also released during exercise.
Yes.
So we are big advocates for daily exercise.
Yeah, I think that's one of the keys to emotional health is being able to exercise regularly, whether it's just going for a walk after dinner for half an hour, or if you can actually regularly go to the gym. I mean, I have never heard anybody say they do not feel better once they've been going to the gym or exercising. Granted, right after you exercise,
a little bit of pain,
maybe.
We have some oils for that as well.
But you feel better inside. You feel more accomplished. You do feel good.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so the next one is oxytocin.
Yes.
So this is the love hormone.
Love hormone.
This is the hormone that is released during intimate activities.
Oh, secreted during intimate activities.
I like release.
That's what you said in the live video.
I know, I changed it. released.
I was just letting them know what you said in the live video.
I did. You had a hard time with secreted. So
was-
we changed it to released. Okay. So I'm going to go over 12 essential oils that help the body release these hormones. Okay. So these are my favorites that I have found over the past 3 years really help me keep like you used to say what? It was an emotional roller coaster.
It was an emotional roller coaster.
Right?
Constantly.
These keep just little baby roller coasters.
Baby.
Still roller coaster, but
Yes.
not quite so big.
Correct.
Right. Okay, that's fair.
That is absolutely fair.
Okay, good.
It's not rah!
It's just
kind of roller coaster.
wee!
It's woo!
That was fun, right?
Yeah.
You like it.
I love it.
Okay, so these are my top 12 oils that I personally like to use to support my emotional health. Lavender, jasmine, and excitingly enough, doTERRA has just released jasmine in a touch roller ball, so it's affordable. It's already going to be diluted with fractionated coconut oil, so everybody's able to get jasmine now. Chamomile, bergamot, rose.
Yes.
I love rose.
Which you hoard.
I have
no one else in the family's even touched it, really.
I've already gone through the entire roller ball I got at convention.
Wow.
I didn't let anybody use it. And I have another one that I've hidden.
Oh, okay. Hoarded. Hoarded.
I might get you your own if you're lucky. Clary Sage, Clary Calm. Clary Calm is as a favorite of yours just because we had teenage girls.
Yes. Well, teenage girls and a wife. So
all three on the same cycle in our house.
If there's a super soaker that you could just spray everybody down with,
yes,
and peanut M&Ms.
So funny enough, during that time of the month, Dave knew it was coming, and he would set the Clary Calm roller ball on the kitchen counter, and 3 portions of peanut M&Ms, and then you would go into the bedroom.
Yes, you leave the situation.
Right. And then we would eat our pile of M&Ms and then look for the bag that you had hidden.
Yes. Because then you'd fight who's going to eat the bag.
Yeah.
So
we got portion control M&Ms and the Clary Calm roller ball.
Yeah, there you go. You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, and it was good. Hence why we're still married.
That's right.
Okay, so Clary Sage, Clary Calm. Neroli is a new oil that doTERRA has announced at convention, which I have it right here. It's the intimate blend. It helps
women get in
the mood
a little bit more. Yes.
So did you want to put some more of that on my arm?
Well, I mean, wait till after the video.
Okay. Sandalwood.
That's a different podcast.
Right. Sandalwood, ylang ylang, balance, and serenity.
What's ylang ylang for?
Ylang ylang is also a libido booster.
So ylang ylang for your dang-a-lang.
That's your tagline.
That's how you remember
what ylang ylang is for. So everyone's going to remember that. Right. Okay, so those are my top 12 oils that I use either aromatically in my diffuser. I personally, my favorite way of using essential oils is topically because I love the smell. So I like to do wrist, back of the neck, over the heart. Those are my top places that I like to apply my essential oils, and I love to run them in the diffuser. So can you share what your top oils are that you like to use to support your mood? Yeah.
So for me, I get up at 4:30 in the morning. So one of the top oils I like to use is peppermint. It's very invigorating, just kind of wakes you up in the morning. Just put a little bit in your hand and smell it and kind of wakes you up. But I also use wild orange. And one of the things that really got me on utilizing wild orange is doTERRA has been doing studies with the VA, and they're showing how wild orange can help people with PTSD and other traumatic kind of, issues and depression and things like that versus getting on medication. And so wild orange is fantastic. And I use that throughout the day, whether it's meetings and things like that. The other one I actually really like too is Elevation. Elevation is fantastic. It just smells good. And when you think of these oils, they're citrus oils. So like you said, the sun and everything else kind of releases that serotonin. So when you think of citrus oils, you think of the sun and kind of invigorating. So I really like the citrus oils. But for sleep and to be calm, I enjoy vetiver, because I had night terrors for a while, and then cedarwood, and those are the top two that I use for sleep that I really enjoy.
So one thing that I would like you to start using is petitgrain.
Yeah, we have that. I've just never.
Petitgrain is it's known as the manly lavender. A lot of men shy away from lavender just because of the florally kind of feminine scent. So petitgrain is a great oil for men to use if they're wanting the same relaxing, calming benefits of lavender without the scent of the florally scent.
But one other thing I would suggest, and you will absolutely agree, the foundation is Lifelong Vitality Pack.
Yes, for sure.
With the vitamins,
hands down.
Yes. You've got to get on the Lifelong Vitality
Foundationally, when I have a consultation with someone and they give me their laundry list of issues that they're wanting to get support with, the first thing I'm always going to recommend is a full dose of the Lifelong Vitality. And then after about 30 days, I'm going to have them give me another list of issues that they're still having. And it's usually going to be about half. And then we're going to plug in with oils to support those needs that they still need. But the Lifelong Vitality generally will eliminate most people's issues that they have.
Yeah. And then doTERRA also has an entire
emotional aromatherapy line. Exactly. Yes. So Motivate is going to be a great one for, it's actually peppermint and wild orange, similar to that. So that would be a great one. There's Cheer. It's going to be another one that's very mood lifting. Console and Peace are going to be great for any grieving, sadness, any negative
because the Console, when my grandfather passed away, what was it, a year and a half ago, my whole family, we doused everybody in Console, and it truly helped. It really helped my grandmother as well. So.
And then Passion, which is one of my favorites.
Yes.
And Peace. Peace is a great one for children that maybe have a hard time focusing, settling down, a little wiggly. I would definitely suggest Peace and Intune for children that have a hard time sitting still and focusing.
Yes, absolutely.
The protocol, I would get a lot of other questions about kids and emotions and essential oils. And the number one protocol that I suggest for parents to do for kids before they go off to school is Intune. Swipe across the back of the neck, down the spine. On Guard as well, that's going to help boost the immune system, so they're not coming home with all of the germs from the school day. And then Wild Orange and Balance, that's going to help ground, help them sit for and pay attention. And then the Wild Orange is the mood elevation, so it's going to help them. It's going to help them keep them grounded, happy, focused, and not sick. So it's a great 4 oils to apply on kids. For the school day.
Yep. And we've actually are really lucky that our 8-year-old feels empowered. So one of the things a lot of parents will talk to us about is, well, I mean, how am I going to get my kid or my children to utilize the oils? And honestly, if you make roller balls for them and you label it and you can empower them to utilize it. I mean, our 8-year-old knows exactly what roller ball to go to, whether he isn't feeling well and needs some immune support, or whether it's mood or sleep. I mean, every night he does his own diffuser and gets ready for bed. He fills his own
diffuser. He knows exactly what oil he needs.
Yeah.
He knows that if he's having some stomach discomfort, he knows he's going to grab the Digest-N. He even knows what oils he needs to dilute with the fractionated coconut oil or the unscented lotion.
Yeah.
Like, he could teach a class on essential oils, which we should have him do a podcast sometime.
We could, and that would be an interesting podcast.
That would be fun to have Noah do a video. Also, briefly, you can use essential oils on your pets. So if we're friends on Facebook, you know that we have 2 dogs.
Yes, 3 cats.
Ranger and Gus. So Gus he's 8 months old, and he just got neutered, and he came home on, was it Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
And was not happy when he came home. And I felt really bad.
Yes.
So I applied Serenity and Balance on his paw pads and the very ends of his ears. And he was very much more peaceful and slept next to me and didn't seem quite so agitated. And he really... Oh, one more thing. Don't put them on the nose. The dog's sense of smell is a little bit too intense. So it's going to be too powerful for them. So paw pads, tips of ears, or down the back is going to be a great place.
And we've also used the essential oils on Ranger because Ranger does not like thunder and fireworks.
Right.
So we have used lavender and Serenity and Balance on him and done the same thing. Put it on the tips of his ears and on the pads of his feet. And just kind of put it all over him.
Yes. I made a spritzer and I spritzed his back and his bed in his kennel before the 4th of July.
And it really helped. I mean, he was able to be more peaceful and more calm through it all. So
cats are a little bit different. Cat's liver metabolizes the oils just a little bit differently. And so you need to be careful when applying oils on cats. It is safe to diffuse around cats, but just topical use of them, you're going to want to do a little bit more research before you apply them on
Well,
cats.
you can use Correct X because when I super glued myself to Gizmo.
So we had a cat that got cut by Ranger and we tried to super glue.
It's a long story.
It's a long. And so then we put Correct X on Gizmo's chin.
Yeah.
He was good.
He was good. It's healed quick.
Fast.
It was really good.
What else do you want to talk about?
That's about it.
So we talked about kids, your favorite oils, my fave for emotional support.
I guess the main thing I just want everybody to know is that you really can get support for moods and emotions and things like that through essential oils. And if there's any spouses out there whose husband or wife, was in Iraq or Afghanistan or even not even in those places, but are experienced a traumatic episode sometime in their life that affects them, you really can get support from essential oils. And we're happy to help you to understand what they can do and various protocols that they can utilize to try to get some relief.
Right.
That's the main point I want everybody to understand.
Yes.
There is help out there. You don't have to feel helpless. And you don't have to be on actual drugs.
Right. You don't have to feel that you need to go get pharmaceutical drugs to get help with emotional support.
Exactly.
A natural plant-based medicine is the way to go.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, that's it for this week. Stay tuned for next week. We are really happy to be doing this for you guys. If you have any questions or if there's a topic you want us to cover, just comment and we'll definitely get to it.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Thanks,
All
guys.
right. Good night.